One of my favorite topics inside of the Morgan Dollar series is the special overdates. Whether it is the O over S, which is the 82 issue, whether it's the 1900 O over CC. But there is a third, and it's a top 100. But we don't talk about it often because, well, there's just very few of them known. We got a small deal here tonight. We'll talk about it for 6 or 7 minutes, and we'll get it out of the way this year. Ha, ha, ha. It's a fun coin, certified, and ours tonight, autographed by the expert. Again, the Cherry Picker's Guide is one of the more popular of all numismatic books written in the last half century. And the author, Bill Fivaz, actually signed all of the labels for NGC in this grouping of coins. Now, the coin itself is 1882. It's a New Orleans mint issue, but it's an O mint mark over an O mint mark. Now, you know the O over S story, right? So they took the S mints and they pounded them with an O mint mark, and you see the line cut right across the middle. At the same time they did this, thinking they had an O over S scenario, they did a couple of O over O's. And from what the experts, Bill here, referenced, they only did one die of O over O's. And the O over O is drastic. That graphic we just showed you will come with this particular piece. But I love this particular coin for one reason. There are 3 major over mint marks. 82 O over S, 1900 O over CC, and the little talked about 82 O over O. Of all of them, the O over O is the obvious one to the naked eye. Here are some numbers. The 82 O over S, which started the O over O process. There's 4,728 of them that NGC has certified over the last 35 years. So a special coin. Up there in the class of that 93S, 94P, 93O, 89CC, when you look at how few coins have been seen. Then you get into the O over CC, which is a bit rarer. That's 4,041 coins. Another fabled coin, part of history. We all love talking about it, right? And then you get to this coin, the O over O. 946 coins known to exist. Under 1,000. And there are only 82 of them that have his signature. And tonight, our grouping of coins all have the label signed with his beautiful book that kind of opened the eyes to all of us a half a century ago on all these very beautiful varieties inside of the series. And there are many of them where the tail feathers are slightly off, not 7 over 8 and other types of scenarios. But the bigger pictures, the hot lips, the alligator eyes, right? The micro O's, and then the 3 big ones. All 3 of those O over. O over S, O over CC, and this O over O. All of these, those 3, because of this book, are all in the top 100 coins of all time. And that special published work that was out there. These are all 62s. They're as brilliant as the coins you see on your screen. And here's the other angle. We talked about this earlier. The O over S, the other 82 fun coin, right? There's 4,725 of them known. This coin, 946 of these coins known. Again, both top 100s, you can actually see to the naked eye. The 82 O over S and 62 sells for $499 from our competitor. And it's not a bad price. There are way more O over S's and 62 and higher than there are O over O's, because there's only 946 O over O's altogether. There's about 2,000 O over S's, and there's only 700 of the O over O's. This nice. 704 to be exact. It's just a great coin, a great part of history. Now again, numerous books written by this individual. Coin World a couple of years ago had him as one of the most influential people in the last 50 years in numismatics because of his desire to get into the differences on coins inside of a year. And all the uniquenesses from die to die being, because these were all done by hand, slightly different. And of those special coins that he coined through the Cherry Picker's Guide, we now today have 3 of them that are mint mark overdates that are all in the top 100, not Morgan dollars of all time, 100 coins of all time. Hailed it with the finest of all others. From the rare nickels to the rare dollars, they're all in the same category because of the uniqueness of what actually took place to make these happen. Again, this one's a pretty unique story. The O over S, we send San Francisco dies over. Late in the year, the dies break, so they restrike San Francisco dies with an S, with an O mint mark over the S, right? That's the O over S variety, of which there's 4,725 as of today, certified by NGC. And then they took a second die, thinking it was an S mint, and they punched an O over O. The OO. Ultimately, I just couldn't resist. It's called VAM7, right? And all of these are beautiful 62s, as you can see on your screen. And the 82 O over S's, which are 3-to-1 on this coin in this grade. Sell for $100 more than the deal we brought in. Oh, and by the way, not only having the lower price, we also have the signature and the attribute, which is just an extra bonus with our deal here tonight. $399.95, everybody. It is one heck of a crazy price. I can't tell you the last time I've had an O over O in uncirculated condition certified. All of our overdates, all of our errors in the series and varieties are always certified, NGC, etc., as genuine. But when they get to be uncirculated quality, it's even more fun. And then when the author of where these coins came from offered to sign this deal we bought, we were thrilled. He signed the labels. NGC did the rest of the work, and tonight we have that special piece. The coin with the little extra tied to it, because that guide is where the market opened up on these special rare Morgan dollars. Again, 93S is the rarest of them all. 94P is right behind it. The rarest O is the 93O. The rarest or hardest to find in the Carson cities is the 89CC, right? And the list goes on and on. And they're all in the top 100, because they should be. But right next to them are the 82 O over S, the 1900 O over CC, and the rarest of them all, this one, the 82 O over O. And that O, as you can see by the graphic, is obvious. And it's significantly rare. I mean, 35 years in all grades, NGC has seen less than 1,000 of these coins. As of today, it was 946. Guys, we got to put a 30-second clock up. We are down to our last handful. We just broke under 10. Lots of phone calls. If you're visiting us via the web, thank you guys for that. And it's in your shopping cart. You want to hang around with Allison and I, Alex, for the rest of the evening. Thank you, but push it through your shopping cart, because this one's not going to last much longer than our short presentation here. But finally, an uncirculated O over O on AVC. And this one, because of the nature of the deal we bought, the author of where these came from, the Cherry Picker's Guide, Bill, autographed, or signed every single one of them. And they're this gorgeous, period, at only $399.95. You got to join us.